So let's examine the fault lines. You have Sam Cedar, Emma Vigilant, and Ben Dixon on one side. Let's hear it from Ben Dixon.
Dore. That he wants to beat up Jimmy Dore. But
this ain't Ben Dixon. Hold on.
He recently admitted
in a second
that he would
coming
probably
up
lose the fight.
Fuck him. I would piss on him if he was on fire. Fuck him, and I think he's a piece of shit.
Why wouldn't he piss on him if he was on fire? I mean, that's a weird saying. If the person's on fire, it's not like, hey, hurry up and piss on me. You know, I guess if that's like the last resort, but I feel like get a bucket of water. But that's kind of shitty. I wouldn't piss on Jimmy Dore if he was on fire. Why is that Ben Dixon? Well, he had a good idea. Duh.
And I'd be good goddamn if I cede this territory to a little piece.
He said he's a piece of shit, and it'd be good goddamn to cede the territory. What's he talking about, cede the territory? He's on TYT now, so he thinks Jimmy Dore's going to come back on to the show. Jimmy Dore made some ruckus outside the show, and it just, wait a second, I thought we were the anointed.
Piece of shit, mediocre ass, white, washed up.
Whoa! What do you go all racist for? This white motherfucker over here? Is Ben Dixon a racist?
At his heart, conservative, comedian. If I see that dude, and he's running his mouth in my face.
If I see that dude, and he just starts punching me in the face.
I'm 5'7", 200 pounds. He got down to 200 pounds. He probably beat my ass.
He says, look,
Is he 200 pounds or about 200 pounds? And he says he's 5'7". If I see him, oh, you better watch out. I'm going to let him kick my ass. So Ben Dixon does admit that Jimmy Dore would probably kick his ass. And that makes me think maybe we should have actually like a pay-per-view, do it for charity. Ben Dixon and Jimmy Dore. I think that'd be actually a good match. Jimmy Dore's got, he's 55, so he's a little elderly. So Ben Dixon, this is, he's an ageist, right? He's just sitting there attacking the elderly. Let's see, anything else?
I'm only 5'7".
All right. Okay, so, Ben Dixon. Big Dixon he hates Jimmy Dore so much because Jimmy Dore thought of a good idea. And who else is on Ben Dixon's side? There's a lot of people that's on Ben Dixon's side. David Sirotto, Farron Cousins, Vosh, Roland Martin, Francesca Fiorentina, Anna Kasparian, Nomiki Konst, Jacobin, David Pakman, Hassan Albi, Ben Dixon, Emma Vigilant, Sam Cedar. These people, their hatred of Jimmy Dore is making them blind, making them go crazy. They can't see shit. They are melting down because Jimmy Dore come up with a good idea. Jimmy Dore? He came up with a great common sense idea whose time has come. What? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So I wanted to just update the fault lines. Where are we at? Where are we at? I've seen some people that's attacking Tim Black. Hey, Twitter, lay the fuck off of Tim Black. Lay the fuck off of Tim Black. Tim Black is for force the vote. Just like Aaron Mate and Crystal Ball. We got plenty of progressives that we can listen to. There is only a slice of the market. You should only listen to the progressives who are pushing for concrete results. I want the media that is going to get me universal health care, Medicare for all. I got a whole bunch of, you got police brutality, you got poverty, you got endless war, you got Jeff Bezos just walking around free. Jeff Bezos? How come Jeff Bezos isn't in jail? Okay, so there's a lot, there's a lot of issues. There's by the pen, just by the pen, we can get a public option. We can get in the war on drugs. We can forgive student debt, and we can repeal the Patriot Act. There's 4 ideas that no money, nothing, just legislation by pen. We can get that done by pen. So I want a progressive show that's going to get this shit done. You assholes just stay out to the side making jokes and you think it's all about you and what, you know, maybe some of y'all big enough celebrities, it is all about you. But I want the progressive channels, the progressives on YouTube. I want to scaramucci all the anti-progressives. You don't want to get universal health care for America? You don't want this obviously good idea? That's how Kathleen Rice got her Energy and Commerce Committee chair. So Kathleen Rice, the neoliberals, the Blue Dog Democrats are using this exact same tactic. My God, it's almost like they say, hey, the progressives have a good idea, so we got to fucking stop it. We got to, tarnish the shit out of Jimmy Dore. Put Jimmy Dore off to the side. Put Jimmy Dore off to the side. Support forced to vote because Medicare, maybe he was an asshole to you. Then, to hell with him. But force the vote. Force the vote. We need Medicare for all. And if it's all because he might have been an asshole to one or two people, but, all these people, no fucking way. No fucking way that he was just what? He bullied them for their lunch money or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. I don't think any of that has happened. They had disagreements or some shit. So the fault lines, I'm examining the fault lines because Cenk Uygur, there's a list that wasn't exactly accurate, and they put Cenk Uygur on a list of saying he was against force to vote. Now, Cenk Uygur and even Sam Cedar had, they do like this tepid support. A lot of these folks, basically they say something like force to vote's good, or it's a good idea, or yeah, if you did it, I would be okay with it, or some shit like that. But they're not like, hell yeah, that's what's got to happen. Nah, I'm calling my rep right now. No, they're not like that. And then there's some Emma Vigilant, she says that we shouldn't even ask Nancy Pelosi to do this. Let's not even ask her to get us Medicare for all. Poor Nancy Pelosi. She's in a position of power. We can't bother her with any of our little, petty, peasant, proletariat demands. We can't miss gourmet ice cream. We can't, sully her gourmet ice cream eating Sunday patio apparatus. I don't know. Graham Elwood, Crystal Ball, we can trust David Dole, Nico House, we can trust Lee Camp, Kyle Kalinske. I thought Cenk Uygur was on the side of forced to vote, but something he said on Twitter was just that I would want to be on this list. That list wasn't exactly accurate because they had Tim Black on the wrong side. Twitter, quit fucking up. Tim Black is on our side. Are you trying to get our allies to run away from us? Tim Black says force the vote. Force the vote. He said it 50 million times. Caitlin Johnstone, Marianne Williamson, Susan Sarandon, Fiorella Isabel, Johnny Tsunami, Nina Turner, Jesse Ventura, Cornell West, Justin Jackson, Ben Norton, The Vanguard, Zach and Gavin, Kim Iverson, Richard Medhurst, the lady from Russia Today, Jimmy, Steph Zamorano, Ron Placone, all these people you could trust. All these people are on the right side. We have a lot of progressives that are willing to stand up and speak for the people. Are you trying to tell me that, are you trying to tell me? Don't even try to tell me that you're trying to tell me. Farron Cousins, he made a couple comments that don't seem like he's on our side. David Sirotto, that's the crazy thing about it. But why is everybody quoting you? How come everybody that hates Jimmy Dore is quoting David Sirotto? Vosh admits that, look at the situation in Congress. The Senate, he said, was a 50-50 shot, and then the Democrats control the House. So he was like, you can't do it. It's impossible. If the Democrats control the House, that means we got the House. And then the Senate is 50-50, so that means getting Medicare for all is a fucking coin toss, a 50-50 coin toss, and Vosh is going to be against it. Francesca Fiorentina, they had some disagreement. I think he called her an asshole or some shit about her position on Syria. She had tweeted out a condescending tweet, and it pissed him off, and he responded. So I could but I don't know. It would be, it would be incredible for any of these people to evolve. Tim Black was on the fence. Tim Black was, he didn't like the idea at first, but he, stewed on it. He thought about it, and he came to the same conclusion that Nico House came to, and Lee Camp and Kyle Kalinske, and Cenk Uygur and Sam Cedar at one point in time, and that is putting pressure on Nancy Pelosi's speakership to get us Medicare for All is a good fucking idea. Of course it's a good fucking idea. Kathleen Rice just showed us that that's how you get power. That's exactly how you get power in the U.S. Congress. You withhold your vote for the speakership. And so, what Jimmy Dore, what James Patrick Anthony Dore, born 1965, Chicago, Illinois, 55 years old, what he, come on. He's good. He's fine. He's fantastic. He's awesome. He's funny. And he's right. And he's right. So who's on the side of Ben Dixon who, is going to go up to Jimmy Dore's face and, I guess, get his ass kicked? Ben Dixon's a fucking tough guy, right, in his house. Oh, yeah, Jimmy, what's up, if I ever see that guy, I swear to God. He probably kicked my ass, but I'll swear to God. Bree Joy, Brianna, Joy Gray, a lawyer, fantastic, smart. Listen to Brianna Joy. Listen to Richard Medhurst. Listen to Lee Camp, Crystal Ball, Aaron Mate. These are, Max Blumenthal. Max Blumenthal is a fucking legend. Max is a fucking legend. So we have a lot of great progressive voices out there. We don't need Sam, Anna, Francette, Jessica, Roland, David, Farron, Voss, Namiki, Ben. We don't need them. We don't need them. This is dumb. This is bullshit. This is lowering the fucking conversation down to an insane level. So those are the fault lines. Leave Tim Black alone. Twitter, shit. Get your shit right. You're going to put pressure on people, but you don't get your shit right, okay? If Tim Black is on our side, the only thing that people could do to Tim Black is get him off of our side. So get off Tim Black's back. Fuck. And everybody else that's on the right side, I give everybody a pass. But the people that's on the wrong side, I think we should Scaramucci, the progressives. We should get rid of the people that are not trying to get concrete solutions. You're not trying to get concrete solutions. You're not trying to get concrete solutions to America's problems. You're just fucking, fucking around on the internet. That's all you're doing. And then calling everybody else grifters. But you're not actually trying to end the war on drugs. You're not actually trying to end police brutality. You're just getting the videos, getting the clips, getting the likes, making the fucking money, and then, deuces, right? Pulling a Ben Dixon, Ben Dixon says he's going to burn the whole thing down. I'm going to burn this whole thing down. Because Jimmy Dore thought of a good idea? Come on, Ben Dixon, that makes no fucking sense. What the fuck's the matter with you, man? Sam Cedar, Emma Vigilant gets him a platform. In fact, lots of people get. Johnny Adore gives him a platform. I saw him talking to, he was on TYT, making fucking comments about this and that. Still wearing that Puma fucking shirt. David Soroto, what a fucking disappointment. 3 of his 5 ideas, or 2 of the 5 ideas were okay, were good. 2 of the 5. We need a public option, not expansion of Medicaid. But he said they'd do it by executive action, so Joe Biden, anyways, okay. So that's the fault lines. Who's on the right side? Everybody. Who's on the wrong side? A small handful of people. And you know what? We don't need to listen to a small handful of people that don't give a fuck about the American people, don't care about actually pushing for change. This is the most basic idea, the most simplest basic thing ever in the fucking world. It's just like, what? That asshole thought of that idea? Yeah. In the great pool of ideas, the best ideas should prevail. So it doesn't matter who the fuck thought of the thought. If the thought is right, then we got to implement the fucking thought. Fuck you about, And Jimmy's a good fucking guy. So he thought of a good man thought of a good idea. So, there's a handful that's got this shit all wrong. And there's, basically everybody that's got it right. And I'm kind of curious, which side is Cenk Uygur on? Which side is Cenk Uygur on? I asked him, I'm sure he's big time, right? So my tweet probably got lost in the sea. Just a drop in the ocean, no doubt. But which side does Cenk you go on? I looked at, fucking Young Turks. They haven't said shit about force to fucking vote. What the fuck is up with, maybe we gotta get our own progressive squad, the outsiders, get a progressive squad of 10 people, Jimmy Dore, Cornel West, and I don't know, and we'll just nominate them and elect them, get, the People's Convention, have the 10 progressive ambassadors or some shit. They get together, they come up with a platform that they want the Democrats to get. These are the progressives that I want on my team. These other people, I used to like, all of them. Vosh, I never heard of Vosh, but Sirota I had great respect for. Anna, Francesca, Roland. Not really Sam, but Emma. I don't even know who that Ben Dixon is. Hassan, always liked Hassan. Not really Pakman. Had a lot of respect for Farron Cousins. That was, these are the people that's on the wrong side. These are the people that's, this is fake news. This is just their personality. They're acting like they're Walter Cronkite of the fucking internet. We got a handful of progressives on the internet. There's only a slice. We can only listen to a handful of them. Which ones are the most honest? Which ones are actually going to get us somewhere? If you're not Amy motherfucking Goodman, then you better be, fucking Cenk and Kalinske with your goddamn wolf pack or with your Justice Democrats. We need concrete results. So, any of these, other YouTubers want to up their game, get us some concrete results. I'm going to go ahead and write a letter to the mayor today telling him we need more parks in the area. Good. That's the shit. That's the kind of shit that I want to hear my progressive heroes are doing. Real fucking shit. Touch base on the national issues, but think globally, act locally. So, yeah, just give a shout-out. Let's end this off on a positive note. So, hell yeah, Cornel West and Jimmy Dore, they were singing songs together. Caitlin Johnstone, don't even know who that is. Marianne Williamson, fantastic. Susan Sarandon, Fiorella Isabel, just discovered her. She's fantastic. She's on the Nico House Network. Johnny Tsunami, Cenk Uygur, Kalinske, Lee Camp. Funny, Lee Camp is just a fucking legend in his own right. David Dole, Canadian, who's trying to influence America's elections. Crystal Ball and Sagar on Rising. Aaron Mate, Tim Black, Bree Joy, Graham Elwood, Ron Falcone, all Jimmy's, crew. Richard Medhurst, Lady from Russia Today. That's it. Justin Jackson, Jesse Ventura, Nina Turner, Cornel West, Ben Norton, Kim Iverson, Vanguard, Zach and Gavin. Everybody's on the right side. All these people have fucking common sense, and basically either they like Jimmy and they like the idea, or they say, Jimmy and, whatever, blah, 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 but the idea is good. That's, David Dole. The idea is good. That's the Vanguard. The idea is good. So they're pro-force the vote, guaranteed. And, I think it's a good thing that the ball's in Jimmy Dore's hands. Because he's smart, funny, he's got a big following, he's got some power, right? He's got a $2 million house that doesn't even have a swimming pool. His $2 million house doesn't even have a swimming pool. So, yeah, those are the fault lines. Which side are you on, Cenk Uygur? Peace.